Welcome back to the channel, you guys. It's Jay from Team DMA. So we're going to be going over some combos. I did put some other combos and I'll be commentating on it quickly as well, but we're going to try to do 2-3 combos that I wanted to show. So there's two line of plays. The first line of play is, well, I was going to do top tier first, but we're going to start with budget because some people can't afford Dragoon, or there's a lot of cards they can't afford. It's just too expensive. To be honest with you, Dark Mission has seen a decline in price, and at this point I would even say that the market for Dark Mission is already crashed. Even if people don't believe it, that is an actual fact. I'm gonna leave a link to my online store. Some of the stuff is selling really fast. I mean, Common Sense December all the way to like January, February, March, and April, somewhere around there is when the sales are just like high, like everything flies off the shelf, nothing stays, and I don't even have enough of product right now, you know, and that's already starting to happen. But I'm gonna put a link so you guys can go over there. So basically, for either people who are in the channel or Team DMA members, if you need any extra deck monsters, let me know. I'm pretty much selling for the majority, most of them, $1 a monster, so $10 for 10 monsters. Some of the value of it could be up to like $25 to $30. In fact, I think I have some right now for about $10 to $15, and the actual price of it is somewhere around the $30 mark. But we're gonna be moving on. I brought that up just in case people want to pick up extra deck monsters or deck. I'm gonna be separating it monster, spells, and traps. See what people like, and let's go on with this combo. So this one's the budget, like I said. So what we're going to do, if you weren't in the channel and you didn't pay attention or you weren't ready to get the Bestial at $1 or $2, congratulations to everyone who did. I told you guys, I promised you, and you guys got the cards. Everybody else, they're kind of stuck. But we're gonna see here the combo that I was talking about. From here, you can actually create the Dragoon, and then the other one, I did so many combos, it's crazy, but we're gonna show it after this one. But let's just make the basic one. So here it is. So we're gonna activate Magician Souls. We're gonna go ahead and dump the Dark Mission. We're gonna special, and then imagine that there's like two cards on the field. Like it could be like a spell, or yeah, like a spell or trap and a monster. So this is the budget version of the line of play. So we're gonna be discarding 2 cards to draw any 2 cards. It doesn't matter because we're just trying to draw. And then this lets us draw again. And then we get to do a circle. All of this is just drawing. There's nothing special about it. So we do have the rod up there. So here is the line of play. It only requires 2 monsters. So it can be any 2 darks, I believe, usually is the combo that I do. You could do 2 lights, but I mean, for this specific combo, you're gonna want to do either 2 darks or just 2 effect monsters. So this is the way you do it. So we're gonna go ahead and link this off, and then what's going to happen here is we're going to activate to special summon this one, and we're gonna remove, it doesn't matter what it is, but you're gonna special summon the Bestial. And usually at this moment people attack, but these are the lines of play. So you can do, as I show later, the top tier version, which is the Wristworm with the Dragoon, followed with the Ezelia. This one is just gonna be the budget, like I said, the budget version without Ezelia, without Dragoon, for people who either don't have it or sold them, don't have it, for whatever the reason you don't have it, you could do it this way. So here it is. So this is the way you do it. So you link, and then it's a double trigger, because what's gonna happen is you can't do it right now because there's nothing on the field, but when you link, you have to discard to pop a spell or trap, and then simultaneously at the same time the Wristworm triggers in the graveyard, and you have to pop a monster on the field. So it's a spell and a trap, and usually before that you should already have some other combos set up, like a Circle Eternal or a Banish, or anything, or even going into Dragoon. But like I said, this one's the budget version of line of play, and I just showed it to you. So all it is you're linking using the material of Dressworm. You can do all the attack you want, then do the combo afterwards, and then you just go into the Phoenix discard. Usually you're gonna want to do the bricks, and you get to do a double pop. And then the other videos show you either the triple pop or the double pop, but they're the top tier side, which is using Azalea and using Dressworm, and then also chaining to the Dragoon, because the Dragoon can also do the pop. So you have a triple pop, and that is the combos that you guys see me use against tier 1, tier 0 styles, especially first place nationals and defeated decks. And when you look carefully, it breaks their board, because Dressworm does no target. It doesn't destroy either. It sends cards to the graveyard. So it's pretty awesome. The Azalea is so broken because you do some combos first and then go into the Azalea, then you pop, and then the Dressworm pops also, and then you can double attack, and Azalea can go through anything. And then at the end, you can either chain through to a Dragoon, then attack and pop, and it's like a triple pop with multiple attacks, and it's pretty broken. I've never encountered a deck that can survive it or is not devastated by it. If you've seen, I think two or the 3 duels that I had with Purelli, and there's a few other tier 1 decks that are pretty broken. It doesn't matter if I don't play Village, I broke their board. I don't know if you guys noticed, but yeah, I broke their board and I win the duel. And you can pretty much break almost any board. And if the card is not able to be sent to the graveyard or targeted, what doesn't matter what it is, you can always activate the skill drain, and when you send Dressworm to the graveyard, it'll trigger. You might not get the pop from the link, but you can get the pop of the Dressworm. If you want to get rid of like a pesky monster, you can just trigger it, and then when it goes to the graveyard, you get it out like that. And you see me do it all the time on the budget, like the $10 version. So that's it, you guys. Hopefully you liked the video. Any questions or concerns, let me know on the comments down below. I'm going to be showing, like I said, the other combos as well, but this is pretty much summarizing it. Like, you can either end the video now or keep watching the rest of it. So this is a replay, and that's another budget style, but like I said, you can always go top tier version. And we're going to go ahead and check it out. So here we go. You see what our hand is. So we're going to start off by, in this case, we're going to do the rod search. Circle. We're going to go ahead and activate it. We're going to chain. Also, you see me sometimes when you do like tier 1 styles, like undefeated decks, sometimes I bait them by sending the Dark Mission Girl to the graveyard. And that stops the negate. That way my Dark Mission is free unless you're playing like a Bestial. Bestial can do 2 to 3 banish in the graveyard at once. You can always save it with the Soul Servant, sending it back to the deck and attempting another way. So with discarded, and then we're triggering the effect and dumping. So we could get best of both worlds, which is the draw 2. So Dark Mission Girl is hated a lot, but I'm going to show you in a budget deck, if you don't have Dragoon, Dark Mission Girl is fine. And then the Salvation is working properly because you special summon 1, the other one comes on board. And then we draw 2, then we draw again. Like I said, remember this is the budget version. So on this one, you can make the Naruto, but we're actually gonna go for a different fusion. But I'm not gonna lie, like I said, it is the budget version. And you can see there's a lot of lines of plays and combos to be done. You can end with the Narito and together with the Dragoon, because the Narito and the the Narito and the Apprentice. I'm sorry, the Dark Magician Girl and the Apprentice will make the Narito, and then the Midas you can fuse into the Dragoon, so you have a double negation. But like I said, in this case, we're just trying to show the budget version. Like, we don't have a Dragoon. We do, but you know what I mean. And the whole purpose here is just to draw. So we're just trying to draw as much as I can, set up the board. But I mean, from the beginning of the duel, you already saw that we are able to do multiple lines of plays. Multiple. Even now, you have a lot of ways to go, having multiple, one Omni Negate, one Omni Negate for Spell and Trap, and then a Banish, which is not a lot, but I mean, for a budget deck, this is supposed to be like the $10 to $20 budget, and that's why I don't go to the extreme, or I don't use any of the strong cards. But like I said, it's just an example. If you stayed on the video and you got to watch, here's an example. And these are line of play that people don't see often. But I mean, for a budget, it works, right? You're gonna discard and pop a card with Super Poly, and then removing, and then we got a boost. So you're pretty much set. We're pretty good. And anything bad happens, you got the Servant. So that was it. That was it for the combo. So we're gonna take a look at the next one. And let me pause this so I can see what. Nope, it's pretty much the same combo, just special summoning Dark Magician, the dragon, Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight. And like I said, that's just an okay substitute for Dragoon. If you don't have Dragoon, if it's too expensive. Unfortunately, the Dark Magician Girl, the Dragon Knight, is currently like at $5 or $6. I have no clue why. Nobody plays it. It's not even that broken. You could just discard a card and pop a card, face up card on the field. But I mean, no one's using it. And the video was mainly purpose to show you on the most hated cards, the number one, which I'm going to be releasing in a bit. But it just goes to show you the Dark Magician, whether it is budget, top tier, or mid-level. There's a lot that you can do. You just have to know how to play Dark Magician. You can establish like Omni Negates for Spell and Trap, Omni Negate for a monster, multiple negates together with negating all the spells or negating one spell. And then on top of that, you got the Floodgates, and you got the, what's it called, the Link monsters. And then with the cherry on top, you can add a Dragoon on top of all the mess. And that's how I get the 10 up to, I think this deck does 4 negations, and then it can do about 6 or 7 interruptions all in one turn. And you guys have seen me max out. So far, the most I've shown, I believe it was like 3 or 4 negates and like 5 interruptions. When you see me duel against like the YCS Nationals, you see the typical 2 negates to 4 interruptions, which is like a total of 6 or 7, depending. But I mean, for a budget deck, and the top tier is the same style, the same combo line. It's just you don't have access to a Dragoon or certain cards, but like Azealia and Dragoon. But I mean, other than that, the deck still works good. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know. I'm going to be sharing the profile, and then also sharing the deck. It's going to be for sale. Unfortunately, the structure deck was more expensive than we all thought. We all thought it was going to be $10 to $12. Ended up being $20, but it's okay because that's going to give me leeway to add a few cards to the deck. Unfortunately, I can't add the Magician Souls or the Servant, but I mean, I can put it in, but it's going to be a price increase. But the deck seems to be going around $20 to $25, which is not bad. And it's way more broken than the structure deck that Konami make, which is trash. And then I have proof because the deck doesn't require an extra deck, but you can add it throughout anything, and is murdering all sorts of top tier decks. And I'll be showing that profile in a minute. So hopefully you guys liked the video. Comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any questions or concerns, let me know. God bless, take care, and Dark Magic Attack.